Yo, what's going on, guys? Johnny Appletree here. Holy shit, I'm so hungry. Why am I so hungry all the time? Okay, what's going on, guys? Johnny Appletree here. I'm gonna show you guys 3 simple transitions that you could use for your music videos. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. I just figured I'd just give out 3 different transitions that you could use for your music videos. Yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, this is transition number 1. It's just it's a flash transition. So what you're gonna want to do is go into your project bin, right click, go to new item, okay, hit color matte, okay, and then make sure obviously it's matching your sequence. I'm sure you only have 1 sequence out, but if you're insane, then you have a bunch of sequences, probably won't be matching. So you gotta make sure it's matching in a sequence that you want to be using. We're gonna make it white. Cool, let's just call it Johnny Appletree sauce 1. Okay, whatever. We're gonna open up our source tab. You're gonna click and drag your color matte, and then we're gonna make it 1 frame. Okay, you're just gonna click mark out, and then we're gonna drag it in to your timeline, and then that's transition number 1. Pretty chill. Reason why I'm saying cut out the color matte in the source bin is because it's rather annoying having to constantly cut it down to 1 frame. I'm sure you guys would know it sucks cutting a simple clip, simple asset to 1 frame. What I normally do is just cut it to 1 frame right there, and then there is your transition. Cool. White flash. You can use this. There's like a billion ways of doing this. You can make 3 different flickers in between, so it looks more dramatic. There's a bunch of ways of doing this. Pretty chill. Okay, whatever. This is transition number 2. It is it's just a speed ramp. So normally you'd use this on performance scenes or even b-roll too, whatever works for you. You just want to have your clip overlay your clip that you want to transition to, and then you make your cut to where it's supposed to be, and then speed it up. What I normally tend to do is speed up to 700. Cool. I can't believe I'm giving this out, but whatever. Spilling the beans right now, and then that's what I normally tend to do. So that's how it looked like. Pretty subtle, pretty chill. And then you can add some white transitions into it in between. Looks so much more dramatic. Cool. Not that hard, right? You're still with me, right? You're still with me. Pretty chill. Okay. So this is transition number 3. It's a zoom in transition. Cool. They're just gonna add transform onto both layers, both clips that you want to do the transition to, and then crank your shutter angle. Pretty chill. Just crank your shutter angle. Not that hard. Crank it to whatever number you want, but I normally just leave it to 360, the cap, because I want to see the most motion blur. Okay. So yeah, you have your transform on all clips, your shutter angle cranked, and then you're in the middle of it. I normally tend to do for each clip is cut 3 frames on each side. So we're gonna count 3 frames. So 1, 2, 3, cut. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, cut. What you're gonna want to do is go to the end of a clip, hit scale, and then zoom in. I normally tend to zoom into like 170. Cool. And then drag your keyframe to the end of it. You'll start to see some motion blur. Cool. All right, you could even use that already, but we're not. We're gonna do it proper. We're gonna do it proper. And hit scale, drag this keyframe, the 100 value, all the way to the end, and then make the 170 all the way to the beginning. So start to already see it, right? It's got that subtle transition, zoom in transition. You can use this for a match cut like this one, and then you can add the white keyframes in between considering you always want to be constantly reinventing yourself. And then here's a way of how I'd set up a timeline with the transitions I just mentioned. So, you know, those are the 3 transitions put together. Maybe we'll just use less for that one. But yeah, these are the 3 transitions put together. You know, there's like a million ways that you can potentially use this. It doesn't have to be this way. You want to constantly be reinventing yourself, considering people get bored of watching the same old thing, right? So you want to consistently reinvent yourself, create new ways of doing your saws, creating new saws. So yeah, those are the 3 transitions. I hope you learned something today. Super casual. I feel like you know, some people can benefit from this, considering I do be seeing a lot of the same old thing. But yeah, if you learned something, cool. If you didn't, cool. If you hated it, even better. So yeah, those were the 3 ways of those were 3 different transitions with Johnny Appletree. Thanks for watching. Bye.